As someone completely unfamiliar with meditation, can you kind of explain it to me? I know it's probably varies a lot, but like, how conscious are you to outside noise or happenings? Are you hyper focused on your thoughts, or do you just keep your mind clear of thought? Yeah, it definitely depends on what type of meditation that you're going for. With me, the meditation that's been, I guess, a lot more successful. I think well, it just depends on what type of meditation that you're going for. I know for me, as someone who's very, like, when I'm focusing on something, if something else is happening over here, then it's super difficult for me to focus on it because I just can't get it. Like, it's like that's going on, and I'm not able to focus on this because that's going on. And it's like, what? So, like, when somebody gives me a list of something, right? This is just another example of how my brain works. Like, a list of something. If there's not like an order to those lists or a priority to those lists or something, I just get lost and super overwhelmed. So, like, in meditation, for me, I do a lot of like open awareness, which is just like being aware of my present surroundings and every, like, it's not like, if a bird is consistently chirping in the background, it's not there. You to not think about that as like an annoyance, and it's like, please, birds, stop chirping, like I'm meditating. It's actually like you're fully accepting that as a part of your reality, and you're learning to embrace that. Just like, one day I was meditating, and my mom is like cooking downstairs, and like I'm here pots and pans banging and everything like that, and I just sit in that because I'm like, this is actually life that's taking place. That I need to focus and be aware of the actual reality of the situation, rather than just like, oh my God, I can't even meditate right now because my mom is cooking and making all this noise. And then there is, super focused meditation, where I think that gets into more mantra meditation, counting your breaths, being aware of the breaths, which that can be a lot more spiritual depending on what you're focusing on. Um, and then I mean, open awareness can be very spiritual as well, because there's breathing techniques and relaxation techniques. I've done it several times, and it's insane, to where you basically just go through your whole body, and you imagine your entire body disappearing. And you relax your entire body, and as you're relaxing each individual part of your body, you imagine that it's just that part of your body disappears when you relax it. And then the end of it, which it takes, like 5-10 minutes to fully do your whole body, you're just like in this state of pure consciousness, and you're purely just aware and in the moment. I typically, to get like into deeper meditations, I'll start out with a more open awareness meditation, and just like listen to the sounds, feel like what's beneath me, just like pay attention to what my body is feeling, parts of my body that's holding tension, and just like picturing the outside world around me. And when I feel like I've been accepting of it, and like my mind isn't running crazy anymore, which that there's another thing to that, which is called detoxing the brain, where I can talk about that too, which helps with brains that just run like crazy, which mine does too. So detoxing the brain has helped. But when my mind has stopped, when I've been in an open awareness state, my mind has just stopped like going absolutely insane. Then I start to turn more and focus on the breaths, and I'll count the breaths. And then when I feel like I'm consistently, counting the breaths, sometimes they'll even mold together where I'll be counting the breaths, but I'll still be completely aware of what's happening in my surroundings, and the sounds and the feeling and everything. It's really expanding consciousness is essentially expanding awareness. And so when I feel like I can count the breaths, then I'll start with a mantra. And mantras, I can't say what mine is, because mantras is like super personal to you, especially if it's like a spiritual practice, super personal to you. In a way that it's like you feel something when you say this. You feel something inside you when whatever it is that comes out, and you repeat that again and again. And you can even split up the phrase, so the word or whatever, that when you breathe in, you say half of it, and when you breathe out, you don't necessarily say it with your mouth, but you think it in your head. So when you breathe in, it's the first half. You breathe out the second half. And it's like your body is getting in tune with this mantra. And so I've gotten into some very deep meditative states with that, and when you do that, it stimulates the vagus nerve in your body. It's not just a purely spiritual thing, but it actually stimulates the vagus nerve in your body that decreases inflammation. It helps your nervous system. It helps your digestive system. It stimulates more melatonin, which can also stimulate DMT, because DMT, the body naturally produces it, whatever, which can lead into very, spiritual experiences. Um, and so you can go very, very deep with it. There's many, many different types of meditation, but those are a lot. That's what I practice like every single day. And so, yeah, I think that's a brief explanation. I really want to do some tutorial videos. And I've even thought about, because I do a lot of instrumental music, like doing, like guided meditations, and releasing them on this channel. I've thought about doing all of this, but I haven't done it yet. So I appreciate your questions, and I appreciate that you're looking forward to, like, the lucid dreaming videos or tutorials that I want to do, as well as the breathing exercises and meditation and stuff like that. But just briefly speaking, that's the meditation that I practice. And so, yeah, hope that, informs you a bit.